So this whole trip started with a huge miscommunication.
I honest to God, don't recall you handing me the keys. I might be able to break it.
I had the keys for our destination packed and ready to go in my backpack, and my dad wanted me to take them out of my backpack and bring them back into the house to see if they matched possibly another key so that we would have a spare, so that we wouldn't have a problem and not end up with any keys at all. Well, we get to Amarillo, which is a halfway point for us because we're in Breckenridge, and out of nowhere, we're like all like in and out of sleep. My dad's like, I don't think we have the key. And I'm just like, okay, y'all don't know my dad, but my dad is a huge jokester. Like, he always says that he under promises and over delivers, and so I was like, oh, like he's just kind of setting us up, like it's not for real. And then I start to kind of believe him, and so I start shuffling through my bag of things, and sure enough, they're not there. And we're just like going back, and you know how it is, like you can't believe that it happened, but it happened, and you're trying to figure out how it happened, and you just keep going over and over and over again, like in your head. And so he said that he literally saw my keys on the like counter in like in the entryway by our house, and that as he was leaving to lock up, he saw my keys, and he was like, oh yeah, Alyssa doesn't need her keys, like she's not driving anywhere. So he pushes them away so that they'll be like pushed and out of sight, and here we are with no key to get into the cabin. And I'll insert some footage, some like video footage if I haven't already, because I think that we should be real. And that's like that's always been like my biggest thing with y'all, is I want to be very transparent, and we didn't handle it well, like at all. Like, who handles that well? Nobody. If you do, you're a freaking saint. Because at this point we'd driven like 8 hours, we're freaking exhausted, and you know, my brother and my mom were like, oh, I think we should turn back. Like, there's just no logical way of us getting in. Like, how are we gonna make this work? Like, you know, I'd rather just like spend Thanksgiving like comfortably, knowing we're gonna get back home. And my dad was on the side, and I was also on this side as well, of like, okay, like let's just freaking get there, so that we can say we tried. So we drove the whole way, and we get here, and we get in, and we managed to find a spare, which was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. None of us knew how this was gonna work out. It worked. It was crazy. It was like, it was meant to be, like we were just supposed to be here as a family, you know, and even obstacles couldn't bring this opportunity for us down. So I'm incredibly, incredibly grateful to be here. I always am. But I mean, even more so, given that I didn't even think we would make it into the cabin at all. So that was our adventure. I'm glad I could share some of my crazy life with you. Wait, what was y'all's score?
I got 32,000.
Oh, is that good? Okay.
Oh, is that good?
Well, not a good start. Not a good start.
There you go.
Ooh. Oh my god. Believe it or not, I think she's still gonna beat my first score.
The thing is, do they do these double pairs?
I'm still not gonna beat you though.
Oh, you may.
No.
No way.
No.
Did you get 32 and I got 38?
You got 38. Oh my
That's
god.
hilarious. I'm not good at this.
She messed up like all the balls.
The last two, 20,000.
Never quit, kids.
Wait.
All right, look how massive this pizza is. This is huge. Does it look cool?
Yeah.
Can we just appreciate how much of a culinary chef my mother is? She just whipped this up out of like nothing. Chandler, you're not really upselling Colorado. I hate being cold. The snow is so gross.
I like that, the stuff on the tree.
You like how it looks?
Yeah.
You're a comfort dude, for sure.
Yeah, my sideburns?
No.
I don't shave them.
No, you missed it right here.
What do you mean, Allie?
It's not a sideburn.
The infamous crepe card. And then we got your phone. We're in Breckenridge, right?
Texting Maddie.
I'm kidding. Wait, are you doing something?
I was posing.
Is that your artsy shop? Oh my gosh, look how cute. This is my future home. Like literally, that's the goals right there. I feel like you're in Stranger Things.
Like whenever at the beginning, whenever they try on their costumes and all the moms are taking pictures, except for you're like all of the moms combined.
This is like the first video I've gotten of you. Legitimately.
It's 1 2
Let's
minutes.
put on those hot glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, for those goggles.
Too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy.
They do match your, am I zoomed? Wow, you're just,
Are you? I'm just real
the
close.
camera just loves you.
The camera always loved me. Ever since I was little, you've seen those pictures.
The ones where I'm choking
I'm a
you.
hot babe.
Honestly, you
Guy's
remind me
pink.
of like the guy from that Gadget movie, Mr. Gadget.
He's a detective.
So we're about to go to Arapahoe Basin to ski for the day, and I just thought that I would like kind of tag out with you guys now so you know what I'm doing. I don't have a GoPro or anything, so I'm not bringing it with me, otherwise like I totally would. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. It's been a very, very, very long time since any of us have skied, like since I was 5 years old, so I'm hoping that this is like smooth sailing and that I have some kind of muscle memory. Because if not, this is going to be interesting. We are taking lessons, so I think that that should help a little bit. But yeah, I will talk to you guys whenever I get back, hopefully without any injuries or bruises. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from Breckenridge, Colorado. It is like pretty late in the afternoon here, like 2 or 3, I want to say. We had a super, super slow morning, which is so nice because I don't remember having a Thanksgiving ever where we've been this relaxed about things. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's literally just my immediate family. It's my mom, my dad, and my brother. So there's really not a whole bunch of people to please. You don't have to worry about getting things done really quickly or the presentation or anything like that. So that's been super nice. And I think at this point in all of our lives, we really just needed something that was more low-key and focused on what we have right in front of us. I thought that I would also fill you guys in on how yesterday went. I went skiing, and I'm sorry that I don't have a lot of like footage of things. I'm just now realizing that like y'all didn't get to see me like ski, so I'm just like telling y'all what I'm doing essentially. And since we've been here, I feel like honestly all we've done, I told y'all already, but I feel like all I've done is like eat and relax, but that's kind of just what we needed. And I didn't want to like, you know, show you guys every single meal because I don't want to shove my camera in like my family's face 24/7. It's really just been a time for us to spend quality time with each other, and I think that like including a camera in it kind of takes away from that purpose. So I'm sorry if I haven't gotten to give you like really cool footage. I love doing videos where I get to show you guys everything I've done, but honestly y'all don't want to see me like laying on a couch and like eating for the past couple days. So skiing went super interesting. Here's the story. So as y'all know, I went skiing for the first time when I was 5, and from my knowledge I was pretty good, but that's also probably because I was not fearful that young. There is somebody like sledding right in front of me, so they're probably like, what is this chick doing just talking to the window? I don't know where they came from. That's so weird. But anyways, yeah, so I recall that like when I was 5, I was pretty good for a 5-year-old, and now I'm 23, and so I'm like, okay, like muscle memory, come on, let's do this. And we show up, I'm like super confident, I'm ready to go, and we were like, we got lessons, so we were practicing on this like, okay, so there's like the bunny slope, which is like an actual like hill that's steep and stuff, but then there's like this little hill that they teach you how to do lessons on, and on that little hill I was doing so freaking fantastic. Like, I'm very competitive with myself, not with other people, and so I just always want to do better. Like, I want to be the best that I can be, and I had this perception in my head that like I was going to like be such a natural at skiing. It was just going to be like easy. I was going to look good on the slopes. I was, you know, this whole thing, which is honestly good that I had that kind of like positivity going on. But it got to the point where like we were going through our lessons and our instructor just kept like complimenting me, and like other people were like falling and stuff, and I hadn't been falling, and I was worried that I hadn't fallen yet because I was like, what if I don't know how to get out? That'd be like humiliating. But on this like little tiny hill that we were on, I was able to stop and slow down and like do all the little like maneuvers and stuff, and I was just like feeling really good and confident, and my instructor was like telling me I was doing good, so I was like, yes, like I'm ready to like go to the slopes. And so we go to the actual like bunny hill, which I hate calling it a bunny hill because it just sounds like so freaking lame that I struggled on it, but we like got to that hill, and before y'all think I'm just like totally like crazy and not able to ski at all, in our lessons, when we were going down that little hill and they were like teaching us how to like snow plow, it was sloped enough so that whenever I would snow plow, I was completely stopping like every single time, and I felt like confident. I was like, yes, like I know how to stop, I know how to slow down, like I'm good. And so we get to the bunny hill or the bunny slope, whatever, and I'm confident, and I go down and I'm like trying to snow plow my whole way down so that I don't like hurt anybody or, you know, whatever, but I was like, I got this, like I had no problem. And then all of a sudden you start to go really fast and you're just like, oh no, like I started to just feel like a little out of control, but I was like calm because I was like, hey, no, like you just need to like push harder, like snow plow, like if y'all have never skied before, this probably sounds so weird, but you're supposed to like push out more to the sides. So like, okay, I'm trying really hard to stop, and I'm like not stopping at all, like not stopping. I'm slowing down a little bit, but like not enough. And there's like a pole coming up, and there's all these people, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And then my instructor is like going up on the gondola, and he's like, good job, Alyssa. Like as soon as he said that, I literally turned and I'm like, I'm gonna crash, and I'm just wipe out. I don't know if you saw it, but like I just straight up like wiped out, and then I was like so pissed. Like I was like, what the heck? I mean, I was like, okay, first wipe out, like it's fine, you know, whatever. But then like I tried it a million more times, and like every single time honestly just kept getting worse, because skiing, as much as it is like skill, it's also very mental, and I just got to a point where I was like so frustrated with myself that I was just like, this is not working. But I did get better, like occasionally over time. It was just hard because like my brother was doing so good, and I was like, okay, in the lesson I was doing better than you, so what's going on, what's wrong with me? But now I'm just like very motivated to go back and to learn how to ski better, and I actually really want to learn how to snowboard, which I know sounds very ambitious of me considering I struggle with skiing, but I like saw online that learning how to snowboard is harder, but mastering it is easier than skiing. So I'm hoping that I can just like put all of my efforts into snowboarding, and then one day I'll master it. So that's the goal. That's the situation. That's how yesterday went. It was supposed to be like super sunny yesterday, and then it also started to like snow so hard that you like couldn't see anything like 10 feet away from you. It was like a freaking blizzard. So I mean, it was obviously the snow's fault. That's why I just didn't do good, but no, it was definitely me. But yeah, so that's what happened yesterday, and I'm gonna sign off with y'all right now because I am ready to go eat, and yeah. So I love y'all so much. I am incredibly thankful. Just like a little side note here, now that I'm just like thinking and reminiscing about everything and being so reflective today, but I really am. It's been about, I want to say it's been like it's been a while since I've started this channel, but I've been more consistent with it in the last couple of months, and I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has watched my videos, liked my videos, subscribed to my videos, commented on my videos. I'm so incredibly grateful for you guys and for believing in me and what I'm trying to do. It's such a mental activity, like more than I thought, to make videos. Like this is something I've always wanted, and I like sharing my thoughts and my experiences with you guys, but it's just been, there's like this like need for approval whenever you're on the internet and you're putting yourself out there, and I just, for the people, like I don't ever feel like I beg for like likes or comments or subscribers. So I'm really thankful that like it's gradually gone up a little bit and you guys have stuck around with me this long. Thank you so much to everybody who's been here from the very beginning and the people who have just now joined this little family that we've got going on. I'm so incredibly thankful for every single one of you guys. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to continue making better videos for you guys and to inspire you. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everyone. I will take you guys along with me and show you what we're eating for our Thanksgiving. All right, this is it. Mom, this looks so good. Like these vegan marshmallows though, like, wow, they turned out so good. And I'm back in my comfy clothes. Wearing my audio sweatshirt because it's my fave. And I have a total food baby, which I didn't think you could have with a vegan Thanksgiving, but apparently you can. So I just took a bath and I'm just like so tired. I feel like all I've done since I've been here is sleep, but I'm just like tired all the time. And I've been reading this book actually too, so I really want to start reading that again. It's just Ask Gary Vee. He's a YouTuber, but then he just focuses on like social media marketing and everything that's happening in this modern world. And yeah, it's cool. I would totally recommend it. It's very motivational and he says things straight up. So if you the type of person that needs to hear something in kind of a harsh way for it to really like resonate with you, definitely recommend his book. It's hashtag Ask Gary Vee, and like $15 on Amazon. Not bad. So yeah, that's what I will be doing for the rest of the evening, probably. Actually, Orby might watch The Shack. I think that my parents just went to Walmart to pick up, I don't know what they were picking up, to pick up something else, and they forgot that it was like technically like Black Thursday, early Black Friday sales, so it was just like completely packed, but they ended up getting a couple things. So they got The Shack. They want us to watch that, so we might watch that before we go to bed, but tonight is our last night. And I'm super sad about it. This has been like a little relaxing week in my life. Thank you guys so much for watching.